feeling a way about saying that she zeroed in on me and that she was feeling like I didn't do the same. I haven't shown you anything other than transparency, honesty, loyalty. What more can I do?
Hey guys, and welcome back to Little Black Book Baby. Listen, we're here with another review. We're going to be talking to you guys about The Boys Talk. Yes, I've probably got about 5 or 6 of these reviews coming because, bruv, there was so much that happened on this cabin thing. I cannot express enough. Alright, so guys, yeah, if you're new to the channel, make sure you like, share, subscribe. For those who are returnees, you ain't got the minerals. Listen, are you mad, you lean a gay? Listen, if you can't handle the heat in the kitchen, get out. Chile. If you can't handle the heat in the kitchen, get out. Chile. Bah, bah. Listen, are you mad, lean? Let's get it, baby. Alright. Don't make that boy error. Alright, cool. So, I think, first of all, notice something just straight away. As we were about to lead up to the camp and sit down and have the boys talk, interestingly enough, they were grouped into 2-2. And I think it's very, very interesting that the 2 boys that were grouped together were grouped in a certain way, right? There was Brent and Darren, who are less aggressive, and there was Mario and London, who are the forerunners in terms of the fact they've both got 2 girls they got to go in a moment, right? So I don't think that was by mistake. These things happen oftentimes. When I was younger, not even younger, when I was in school time actually, I used to observe how people used to walk in groups, and I used to notice that when people are walking on a path of 3, there will be sometimes what happened, the path is too narrow for 3 people, so there will be one person who would kind of track slightly behind. That person who tracks slightly behind is not as close to the other, it's not as close in the friendship. They are cool, but they're not as close. The 2 people that stay in line with each other to keep on walking and talking are the ones that are closest, oftentimes, right? And I started noticing that. Cool. So people walking in certain packs and groups, it's not by chance. You take note. Watch how people walk. Watch how they walk in groups. Notice your own friendship circles, and you'll start to notice, hold on a minute, certain gal will walk together and certain gal will act as if they're not really interested in the conversation. It's because they're not involved or they're not as close to the girls, etc, etc. Right? Cool. Well guys, it was interesting, like I said, because the first thing that happened was obviously London starts talking about their connections and stuff like that. Everyone's like laid back, chilled, and then he asks a question towards Darren, and then Darren leans forward, right? That was for me was a lot, because what he did was he gave Darren a platform to now begin to express how he feels. Now, one thing I want to say about these men talks is that it's very important for men to actually be able to talk, right? Because oftentimes men think they're on their own when it comes to their feelings. They think they're being stupid, or you know what, I can't be soft, because at the end of the day, if I become soft, then what will happen is other men will see me, judge me, and that's not masculinity, you know, that's not my reputation. All these things come into our mind, but the truth of the matter is men need to talk.
Everything in the truth.
Yeah. You spit. Go on, let it out, man.
I'm sorry, y'all done got me emotional.
Hey, but no, let it out, bro. Get it out of here, man.
And that's important because we need to have space where we can actually begin to divulge how we feel. And you'll realize I ain't the only one. Like, I don't know if a lot of men have had a conversation when they break up with a girl that they truly love, and you talk to some of your boys, and you got real friends, you'll be like, bro, look, I know how it feels, man. You know, and then you can say something like, you know what, I didn't even feel like eating the last 3 days, and nobody judges you, fam. You feel comfortable. Yeah, because fam, let me be real with you. Breakups, yeah, they can kill us, man. Us men, yeah, emotions run high. But anyway, listen. So they gave him the platform to begin speaking, and you see that he comes forward and he starts to express himself. And the key thing that I kind of picked up from him was, one, I think I said in his video, he wasn't honest about the situation between himself and Ashima, because he never explained that he was texting Tondi, even though Mario's right across from him. So not only is he dishonest to Ashima, but we don't get, and maybe he did tell him, we don't know. But it doesn't look like he said anything to Mario either.
It's difficult, man.
All right, look, so I'm going to be real. You know, Ashima kind of was feeling a way about saying that she zeroed in on me and that she was feeling like I didn't do the same. I haven't shown you anything other than transparency, honesty, loyalty. What more can I do? I mean,
You get it? So we never see anything from him directly talking to Mario saying, hey, I'm going to talk to Tondi as well. I'm open to that connection. Do you get what I'm saying? So we don't see that honesty from him, but he's there to explain how a girl did this and that. And I always say this as well, that oftentimes when we explain things to people, we sometimes try to leave out certain details of the conversation. One, because they make us look really, really bad. And it could be that, not that you've done something, but what they've done to you. For instance, let's say like, for instance, you're telling your girlfriend or you're telling your guy friend, oh, you know, and Peter shouted at me and you like, and this is how someone would say it, and Peter shouted at me, but you know what? It's because I was raising my voice slightly, and we put that in there because what we're trying to see is that, no, I don't need to look at him too badly. I'm telling you the story, but I don't need to look at him too badly, right? And we tend to do that to try and cover the patch, because once you tell something bad about somebody, that's a mark against them forever. We're gonna always hold that. Do you know what I'm saying? When you tell someone good something, it lasts a long time, but not forever. But when you tell someone bad, trust me, man, they always linger forever, man. That's why word of mouth is so important when it comes to business. See, the fact that Darren said, I'm gonna keep it all the way 100 and honest, and that meant that he's gonna keep it as honest as he feels he needs to. Okay, and like I said, he omitted the information about Tondi to the group. And I actually noticed as well with Brent. Brent hardly said a word. He was nodding his head or anything like that, but he hardly actually intervened in a conversation, right? And I believe that is because he didn't believe some of the stuff that was happening, right? Some of the stuff that was happening he didn't agree with, yeah? The fact that Mario's got a connection with 2 gal, London got a connection with 2 gal, you know, Darren's saying something about Ashima, Ashima's not really on point. He's not saying anything, fam. Kept quiet. Didn't want to say anything too tough. And then obviously he's you know, explained the situation with himself and Tondi, and just mentioning the fact that obviously as well, you know, I've tried to be honest and open, etc. with Ashima, and it just feels like, you know, she's not getting it, she's not understanding it. And the reason why I'm mentioning this because Mario later on goes on to speak to Ashima, and the way he puts it across is the way that Darren made it seem as if Ashima's having trust issues, but that we know that isn't the case. It's not that Ashima's got trust issues, it's the fact that he's done what he's done, right? And he hasn't explained that in the situation. So I was watching that, and then obviously because he's been honest, and then it goes on to explain about, you know, and he gets a bit teary-eyed as well. That's why I said, I know it was true, I know you weren't lying. He explains the fact that he's seen his father, you know, cheat on his mom, and explained the fact there's entitlement, and there was, you know, there was entitlement, there was, you know, pride and privilege there from his father, and he didn't want to be like that, do you know what I'm saying? So it hurts the fact that obviously, you know, Ashima's telling him that he has to earn the trust, and it's like, yeah, but bro, listen, it's not even just simply earn the trust, yeah? It's not the fact that, like, let me clear this up. When Ashima says earn the trust, he's not saying necessarily you have to earn the trust. What she's saying is, you've done something that's already broken the trust.
What have I done since you've met me to work against that trust?
When I was sitting at that wine bar across from Tondi, you did not tell me that you were still texting her and calling her and telling her you wanted to see her. You didn't tell me that, Darren. Trust is earned, sweetheart. And right now, your trust is looking a little sketchy because you're texting Tondi behind my back.
When I told you, hey, I'm gonna go on another day, okay, that's cool, I know where we stand. It's all good, baby. Why not just say that right then and there?
Which you have, because she trusted you. She did trust you. And obviously, yes, as time goes on, we talk and we get to interact, and of course, we trust each other. But the truth of the matter is, when you do something, that trust that the person has built up with you necessarily can be knocked very, very quickly, depending on who you are and what you've experienced. Now with Ashima, she's experienced some trauma when it comes to relationships. So the moment that you showed a little bit of distrust in there, it hit the walls, and instantly they were shaking, vibrating very, very largely. Right? Where someone else might have been like, okay, he's talked to another girl, there's a small vibration, but nothing too heavy. Because it depends on what you've experienced. So, you know, by him saying what he said, it influenced Mario to go and talk to Ashima in a certain way, when really that was not the case. He didn't have the full armory.
That bag. I mean, I'm tired of proving myself, man.
Right.
London obviously then went on to say, you know, and then Darren also finished off by saying that I'm tired of proving myself. And I had to look at it and I go, Darren. Where are you proving yourself? No, talk to me, Darren. No. Where have you had to prove yourself? London, where have you had to prove yourself? Mario, where have you had to prove yourself? Notice the only person who didn't say that was Brent. Where have you guys had to prove yourself? You have 2 girls on the go. What are you proving? What are you showcasing? What are you showcasing? Nothing, apart from the fact that you have options on the table and you're not sure what you want to do there. So of course you've got to prove yourself. Of course, because you're saying you like the person, but you have 2 options on the go. That is confusion. It's a paradox. What do you want me to do that? How do we expect a woman to behave? Of course they're going to be confused. I'm confused, and I'm one of the guys. I'm confused. You're telling me you're feeling this girl and you're feeling this girl, and yet you're telling me that they're going to ask you to prove themselves. Of course. How can I build trust with somebody who's playing 2 guys? Listen, I've always said this. In dating, there is that unspoken rule of which is you don't tell the person how many people you're talking to. Right? Because if you do, it can mash up everything. Yeah? And it's the phase where nobody really says anything. We just kind of just go along with it. Right? And then naturally you drop out the people that you're talking to. That's what normally happens. Yeah? I have been in a situation where I got with a girl and we were saying that, oh, do you know what, just for 4 years, I was talking to someone as well at the same time, but and she's been like, yeah, do you know what, I was talking to someone as well at the same time, but and it's like, whoa, okay. Because everybody's talking to somebody at the same time. No, come on, man. Come on. And then he's mentioned about the fact that obviously, you know what, Ashima's obviously basically made it as if like that's her only play. Yeah! That is her only play. Her only play has been you, bro. That's why you're so comfortable. That's why these guys are comfortable, because the girls have been playing it wrong. They start playing it like you guys and you're finished. So when Darren's also saying about I'm tired of proving myself, I'm thinking, what do you mean? London then chipped in and said, yeah, I'm tired of proving myself. Bro, you've been moving mad. Yeah, no. You've been moving mad. I've got to check you as a brother, as a man. I've got to check you and say to you, bro, you've been moving mad. If, yeah, you're having Divine and you have Alexis, I got 2 different connections. I love it, and I love his accent when he says that, London, I'm not going to lie to you. When he says that, I've got 2 different connections. And I'm like, listen, London, yeah, you got 2 different connections, make a choice. Now. Yeah? Otherwise you've got to keep proving yourself. And then you can't complain.
She zoned in on you, and that's all she see. So she probably kind of
Well, that's a good point. But the reason I'm so gung-ho about this is this. I grew up in a house.
So now, what was interesting was that Mario asked a key question to Darren and said, obviously, you know what, is she feeling a certain way because, you know, she's made you number one, but in a certain, I'm paraphrasing, that she's made you important, but you haven't done the exact same for her, and it feels like maybe, he basically almost called Darren's behavior out in a sense to kind of see what he was going to say. And I want to put it this way: the reason why men don't call out other men on their behavior is because they're moving mad themselves, and that's why they can't call it out, because they don't want to be a hypocrite. You know what I'm saying? Like, men don't call out other men. The reason why women call out other women is because they are also loyal. You must deep it. Listen, people who are disloyal or have many options on the table and moving mad with all the different options will not check another brother for when he's moving out of place with different options. But if you are somebody who's homing in with one person, you have the ability to say, listen, I'm not, that you're moving mad, bro. Because now there's nothing for them to come back to you with. You have that higher ground, moral ground. Do you get it? So with Mario, we really know he's made a choice. Why he's still having Reva there, I don't know. It's an ego thing, Mario. Like, what? It's part of the game too, I'm guessing as well.
You say that, because like with Reva, you know, I'm trying to get in with her, and she's just like, you know, well, your actions, you know, I'm like, this is a journey. I'm trying to get to know both of y'all so I can make a decision.
Parents, right? My daddy felt so entitled that he always cheating on my mama. I made a decision after seeing what that did to my mama that I was just going to tell women what it is, and I'm going to be honest with you and treat me accordingly.
One thing that came to my mind was, how does that affect you? How has that affected you, Darren? How has that affected the way that you want to do relationships? And I know you said obviously he doesn't want to do conflict and stuff like that, but how does that affect you in the long term of relationships? And how you view them and what you expect from the other person. Now, I know you said obviously about being transparent and being open and being honest. That's one of the ways it's affected you, but how else has it affected you? How has it skewed your mindset? Do you know what I mean? We need to think about that as well. And so yeah, guys, that was the boys' talk. We're going to come on to Mario and London, their talk individually, the boys' talk part 2. And we're also going to talk about the girls as well, because there was so much that was going on. So yeah,